Hello there, sports fans, and welcome to Sported. I'm Shane, and today we want to talk about the crisis, apparently, that's going on at Liverpool. Are Liverpool in crisis? What is going on? Are there too many signings? What's happened to the blend, the mix? Why aren't the new signings hitting the ground running? Why are they struggling? And so on and so forth. So I just want to dive a bit deeper into this. Now, the thing is, Liverpool don't normally spend that amount of money and also buy and sell that many players, but they were kind of forced into it in this transfer window. They probably were planning for a big window anyway, but with the unfortunate passing of Diogo Jota, Trent leaving, Luis Diaz wanted to leave, Nunes no doubt wanted to leave as well. Harvey Elliott as well, he wanted to leave because he wasn't guaranteed game time, so they had a lot of players they had to make decisions on to recoup the money that they needed to buy the players that they got. Now, with any team that buys a lot of new players, even if they're world class, if you're very lucky, they'll hit the ground running, like Hugo Ekitike. But then you'll get players like Florian Wirtz, who I don't actually think has played as bad as people have made out. And he's been, it's small margins, isn't it? He's been small margins away from quite a few assists. You know, if he'd been a split second later, which is part of him getting up to speed in scoring a few goals. He should have scored at the weekend. He's had chances in the Champions League. So the eye test, it's a twofold argument. He has got no goals, no assists. So from a stats point of view, yes, he's struggling. But the eye test, you can see the talent. You can see he is quality. His touch it's like super glue, isn't it, to his foot. The way his body control and his movement in the pockets, his ability to take the ball in tight spaces and see passes that other players wouldn't see, wouldn't try, and don't have the technical ability to execute. So you can see, everybody can see the player that's there. The problem is it's a very physical league. You probably didn't realize how physical and how quick, but some players adapt really quickly, don't they? Some others don't. Once he gets up to speed, I think he is world class. You can see he's world class, but he's just going to take a bit of time. He probably needs to come out for a while now. Go back to Liverpool, need to go back to what they were last year. Probably go back to the McAllister, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai as the 10, because what's kind of happened now, and they will find their feet because good players 9 times out of 10 figure it out themselves. They figure out how to connect and how to make things work, how to gel as a unit. But this season, it looks very, very disjointed, as in Florian Wirtz at the moment doesn't give you the legs and the cover that Dominic Szoboszlai does. Dominic Szoboszlai is an absolute machine. He's very Steven Gerrard-like, box to box, 90 plus minutes, no problem. Can just run and run and run and run. He's a pure athlete. And you don't get many players like that these days. So when he's not playing, or if he's out of position, it shows. And he's not. They always say defend from the front, and he's been doing. Last season he did that, so it made them very solid in midfield. Now, because of Wirtz, he's a bit more forward thinking, less defensive cover. The midfield are getting overrun. So McAllister, he's been out injured. You've got Curtis Jones in there. You've had Gravenberch and +1, whoever's been in there, and those two are getting overrun because Szoboszlai is not there to cover. So it's kind of like when Jordan Henderson used to protect Trent right back, and now that's not happening. So they're getting overrun, and now the defence are getting exposed, and you've got Frimpong on the right, who's very forward thinking as well, not a pure defender. Bradley is, but he's coming back from injury, so I can see why they're flip-flopping both. So that's a bit, that's not really secure now. Right back, left back, Kerkez is finding his feet. Probably it's a good job he kept Robbo, because now he can kind of flip-flop between them both while Kerkez beds into the team. And again, it's a big step up from Bournemouth to Liverpool. And again, the German league with Frimpong is a big step up from Bayer Leverkusen up to the rigours and the absolute physical impact that the Premier League has on these players. And a lot of them don't realise until they come to the Premier League. And then Konate now, who seems to be very up and down. Speculation about his future, whether his head's been turned by Real Madrid. He's got 1 year left. Is he going to sign the contract? Is it going to be another Trent? Will he leave? Will he stay? Who knows? We don't know the conversations that's being had behind closed doors. We don't know if he wants to stay or go. But his performances suggest that something's not quite right. Some performances he looks up for it. Other performances he looks poor. Very poor, all over the place, getting caught out position, his passing, his head doesn't look, the concentration levels aren't there compared to last year, and Virgil's holding it all together. If pray to God, Virgil van Dijk does not get injured, because if he does, Liverpool are in trouble, because they've only currently got Joe Gomez as cover. And as it turns out, a lot of fans have said this, a lot of pundits, and I can see the reasoning. It would have been more wise to go all in on Guehi to get him than Isak. Although I love both. Ekitike looked great. Isak's Isak. He's going to be absolutely superb for Liverpool. I was lucky enough to see his first goal. He's class. So no doubt. But the priority was actually getting Guehi, because now that Leone's injured, and he looked good, but he's out for the season, looks like, we've only got Gomez. And Gomez has been out for a long time. He's had real bad injuries, and he's not reliable because he could get injured again. If that happens, we're going to look at players like Endo, and who have we got left? Reece Williams. So we're threadbare at the back at the moment with Leone out, Konate playing like he is, looking a bit suspect at fullback. Alisson now injured, so that's why they've gone and got Mamadashvili, because they probably looked at Alisson's injury record thinking, can't rely on him the whole season. Let's go and get top quality backup like we did with Kelleher. But Kelleher, another one that wanted to move on. So there's been a lot of changing, very un-Liverpool-like. It will come good. I pray it will come good. I'm sure it will. It will figure it out. But I think for the moment, it's probably best to go back to the solidarity of last season, get Robbo back in left back and bleed Kerkez in slowly, take Wirtz out of the firing line, put Szoboszlai in as 10, and then bringing Wirtz in as sub. On the left, I think Chiesa should be starting. On current form, he's probably the form player. Him, Ryan Gravenberch, Virgil van Dijk and Dominic Szoboszlai have been standout performers. And in the game I saw, Chiesa was absolutely quality. So I'm hoping now that Chiesa is changing Slot's mind, and Slot now trusts or puts more trust in Chiesa, because that guy is pure quality. Left foot, right foot, composed, can finish, presses quick. I and the fans, from reading comments, are massive fans. So, time to put any issues, if there were, aside and put the best players in the best form in the team. For me at the moment, it's Chiesa on the left. It's Ekitike is number 9, because Isak's coming up to speed. He's been out, not had a pre-season. And Salah on the right, although Salah's form is very debatable. But you could put Chiesa on the right, but it's never going to happen. So it's going to be Salah, isn't it? Salah will come out of this little dry patch that he's got. And the fullbacks, I think you need Robbo and you need Bradley at the moment, and try and get back to that solid unit that we had last year and that we won the title with. And then slowly just say, okay, don't worry, these guys, we're going to bed you in slowly. It takes time, take the pressure off. The transfer fees aren't their problem. Wirtz didn't choose to be sold for 100 million, rising to 116.5. Neither did Isak, Ekitike. It's big money, isn't it? It's big money. So the spotlight's on them. But I think they will come good. It's not a crisis. It's a blip, I hope. And they will come good. They just need time. It's a new team. It's a lot of new players. But class is permanent. Form is only temporary. So we will come good. But what I do know and what I do think needs to happen in January is we need to go all in on Guehi, and I hope already there's been conversations behind closed doors, and that transfer has already been agreed for whatever fee. He needs to come in. He is exactly what we need, that assured, physical, classy, Rolls-Royce-like defender, similar to Van Dijk. He's a smaller version of Van Dijk, but also quality in the air. So he could be a future future captain, dare I say, when Virgil he is the perfect replacement for Virgil when Virgil decides to move on and, you know, call it a day at Liverpool, which I hope is no time soon. So we'll see, but I don't think it's time to panic. They just need time. We need to go make it solid, and then just give these players, take them out the firing line at the moment, and take the pressure off slightly, let them bleed in, and get back to winning games. It's only 2 games. We're still top of the league, but it's a big game against Chelsea at the weekend, so we'll see. What do you think, guys? What do you think on the team? Should the players come out the firing line? What's your first 11? Who are you worried about? Do you think it's a crisis? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you're well. Take care and see you on the next video.